Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're doing fine. I'm also okay. The AUC election is a few hours from the time of recording this video. Heads of states are already in Addis Ababa, and they will be casting their ballot to elect the new chairperson of the African Union Commission to take over from Faki, who has served his 2 terms. Now, here are some facts about the upcoming election. There will be 3 candidates. You already know. But if you didn't, there will be 3 candidates. That is Raila Odinga from Kenya, Mahamoud Yusuf from Djibouti, and Richard James from Madagascar. All the 3 candidates are from Eastern Africa. Remember, there is a difference between East Africa Community and Eastern Africa region. The heads of states had agreed that the next chair should come from Eastern Africa. And so Djibouti, Madagascar, Seychelles, whether it is Mauritius or Comoros, all these form part of Eastern Africa. And so all the candidates are from Eastern Africa. They all qualify based on that criterion. However, each has their own strength. Raila Odinga is fully backed by East Africa Community, and he is also enjoying some support from SADC, some support from ECOWAS, and even support from the Maghrebs. Mahamoud is depending on the Islamic states to stand with him, but based on the elections of the commissioners, depending on the Islamic states and the Francophones, I don't think it will work. But we wait to see. Bwana Richard from Madagascar is depending on the support of the SADC. Remember, SADC wrote a letter the other day urging its members to support or stand with the guy from Madagascar. Whether that is going to translate into serious votes, we wait to see tomorrow. But from the look of things, ladies and gentlemen, Raila is the front runner. Like I said, he has support not just from East African community, but across Africa. He has support from Algeria. He is being supported by people from Ghana, whether it is Nigeria, or you go to South Africa, Namibia. So he is enjoying support from across the continent. Of course, you won't know who is fully behind you until they cast their ballot. But if you were to go by the number of people who have committed to vote for Raila Odinga, he is the front runner. Now, because it looks like he's the front runner, even those who have been castigating his candidature through proxies, the likes of Rigathi, whose supporters have been all over tagging the heads of state and spamming their emails, calling Raila conman, somebody who is dancing on the graves of the Gen Zs, someone who does not deserve to be supported anywhere. Oh, he has been rejected in Kenya, and so he should not export his failure to the continental stage. These people have changed their mind. If you went and visited Rigathi Gachagwa's profile today, he wrote a very flowery statement supporting Raila Odinga's candidature, saying he's the right man for the job. Even Kalonzo Musyoka, who has been non-committal or very quiet, and also whose supporters has been mocking Raila Odinga's AUC candidature, is now singing how Raila Odinga is the right man, deserves the job, and is likely to win. And so people have been asking, why the change of tune all of a sudden? Like I said, all these people know that Raila is the front runner, is likely to win, and their negative campaign against Raila has not yielded enough. Even though they have campaigned on Twitter, campaigned on Facebook, and used every platform like YouTube to do thousands of videos castigating Raila and painting him as an unstarter, it seems that even their own pollings are showing that Raila Odinga is not only the front runner, but has the highest likelihood of winning the tomorrow's election. And so what do you do if you are Rigathi and Kalonzo Musyoka and aware that the election of 2027 will be decided by the Luo community? Presidential elections in this country are determined by 3 communities. That is the Kikuyus and the people they influence, the Luos and the people they influence, and the Kalenjin and the people they influence. It is only those 3 communities, the Kikuyu, the Luos, and the Kalenjin. When the 2 of them come together, they produce a president. And this is based on facts. In 2002, Luos and Kikuyus came together and they produced President Kibaki. In 2007, Kalenjins and Luos came together and Raila Odinga won. Kibaki had to swear himself at night. And Uhuru understood this perfectly. That is why, even though there was still hostility between Kalenjins and Kikuyus, Uhuru went for William Ruto, because he would have gone for Raila, but Raila would not be Uhuru's running mate. He was poised to go as the candidate. So what happened? He went for Ruto, the Kalenjin. And that combination won the 2013 election. That combination won the 2017 election. And that combination still won the 2022 election. However, after bringing Raila on board, Kikuyu left Ruto's camp. And so Ruto is left with Kalenjin. Kikuyus are alone and Luos are alone. Kikuyus want to punish Ruto come 2027. The only way they can do that is if they get the support of the Luos. The Kalenjins wants to retain their seat come 2027. The only way they do that is if they get the support of the Luos. And so that is what I meant by Luos are going to decide who becomes the president come 2027. If they were to support William Ruto, he will be re-elected, ladies and gentlemen. And if they were to endorse a coalition bringing in Kikuyu and Kambas, then William Ruto will have a very hard time to win his second term. Most definitely, he will not win a second term if Luos are not on his side and they are joining hands with Kikuyus, maybe to support Kalonzo Musyoka. So, why would Rigathi and Kalonzo change their mind? Because of the Luo vote. Their advisors must have told them that whatever it is they've been doing, castigating Raila through proxies, is working against them, because they are creating an enemy in the Luo community. Why? Kenya's politics is purely about tribes. And these tribes have what we call chieftains or tribal kingpins, people who speak on behalf of the tribes. And currently, if you say something negative about Rigathi Gachagua, Kikuyus will come and attack you for hating their community. If it's the same thing, if you said something against Raila Odinga, Luos would feel attacked. They will be like, you hate Luos, you are anti-Luos. And so if Rigathi and Kalonzo are looking forward to working with Luos, there is no way they can go into the election of tomorrow opposing Raila Odinga. Because if he wins and Rigathi Gachagua and Kalonzo Musyoka were opposing him, then they will come back to teach them a lesson, to tell them that we won without you and we are going to punish you come 2027. That means they automatically will have no reason not to support Ruto, if only to punish Rigathi and Kalonzo Musyoka. Two, if Raila was to lose the election at the AUC and Rigathi and Kalonzo were the opponents, the outcome is the same. Luos will still feel like Ruto and these people stood with us. The people who are against us, who perhaps contributed to us losing, who were sending emails and letters and tagging heads of state not to vote for Raila, were from Mount Kenya and Ukambani. And so they will see no problem punishing them by siding with William Ruto. So Rigathi, perhaps the advisors have told them that to be safe, pretend that you support this candidature. That way, should Raila win, you are one of the people cheering him to win. So it's very difficult to create an enemy out of you. Should he lose, you are one of the people who are standing with him, even though he lost, but you are standing with him still. There is no way the Luos are going to see you as an enemy. And if they don't see you as an enemy, there are chances of you courting them or getting some of them to support your coalition against William Ruto. That is why they are doing that. I wanted just to brush over that quickly. Ladies and gentlemen, let us jump to what the AUC result mean to most people. To the Gen Zs, these supporters of Rigathi who have been all over tagging heads of state and asking them to reject Raila simply because Raila refused to join them in their anarchy of June 2024, they will be very sad if Raila wins. Of course, if Raila was to lose, these people will do a celebration. Now, the second group, to the supporters of Raila Odinga, those who genuinely want Raila Odinga to have a chance to showcase his leadership at the continental level, they will be very happy if Raila was to win. If Raila wins, as expected, there might be celebrations. Some people from Luoland are likely to go overboard, as is expected should Raila win. They can have serious parties anyway. It would be understandable considering this will be maybe the first victory in a very long time. But should Raila lose, it will be equal. Luos and those who are genuinely supporting Raila from different communities in Kenya will be very sad. Then we have a group here, pretenders, those who are pretending to really support Raila Odinga for this seat for political expediency, especially some Luo leaders who depend on Raila to be on the ballot so that they can win elections. These ones, ladies and gentlemen, will be very sad should Raila win. But to put up a brave face, they will be dancing with those who will be celebrating. Deep down, they will be a very sad lot. But should Raila lose, they'll still do the same. They will pretend to be really sad, but deep down they will be enjoying. Because all they want is Raila back here so that he can be convinced to vie. And this time it will not be very difficult. They will just tell him what they have been telling him. For instance, to convince Raila to vie in 2027, you just tell him that Ruto now has lost the Kikuyus. Without the Kikuyus, Ruto may not even get 1 million votes. That is what they will tell Raila. And these people, they don't care whether Raila wins or not, as long as they get their seat back. Because all they will tell the people of Nyanza is that elect us so that we go and defend Raila against the enemy at the top. And the people will elect them whether they performed or they didn't perform. That is what you should expect from these hangers-on. They will be very sad should Raila win, but pretend to be happy. And they will be very happy should Raila lose, but pretend to be very sad. That is all I wanted to say. This is the last post we are making about AUC before the elections. I also want to hear what your predictions are. Do you think Raila is going to win? Or are you with the Djibouti guy? Or what is your take on this? I would really want to hear what your take is on this. And if you found value in this video, drop a like, share it with friends. And of course, if you've not subscribed to the channel, don't forget to subscribe so that anytime we produce a video like this, you are notified. Otherwise, if you want to know why I am persuaded Raila Odinga is likely to win tomorrow's election, watch this video.